All right, guys, so let's talk pre-workouts. Straight up. Going way back to like the very first pre-workout I ever, like the real first pre-workout came out in about I want to say 1996, 1997. It was called Ultimate Orange. And I know there's going to be these guys who are like, oh, the first fucking pre-workout was black coffee, man. All you need is black coffee. I get it. All right, yes, caffeine. It's the main ingredient in all of them. It's great. It's a fat burner. It helps norepinephrine get released, noradrenaline, norepinephrine get released. It gives you energy. It's a proven ergogenic aid. So it's got a lot of science behind it. Caffeine by itself, I get it. But here's the thing: everyone that's like, "Oh, you need black fucking coffee." All right, I can go get a fucking black coffee, and I got to take four cups worth of coffee. 4 cups worth of coffee to get the caffeine in most pre-workouts. So now I'm full of water. I got to pee, all right? Because it's also a dehydrator. A dehydrator, yes. It's oh my God, a diuretic. Shoot, I'm already like drawing blanks. It's a dehydrator. All right, so you're just like, I lost everybody's confidence right now. He's like, you refer to it as a dehydrator. So in all seriousness, I hate when people are like that. I'm like, all right, I get it. I'll go get a cup of coffee for 80 cents. Guess what? My scoops of pre-workout will cost me less than that and give me all these other ingredients. So let's get into the very first pre-workouts. The first actual like true kick-ass pre-workout that came out that like just took the world by storm. And it was 1997. I want to say 97, 98, maybe even 96. But it was called Ultimate Orange. It was a great product. It was kind of formulated by Dan Duchesne. He was famous for writing a book called the Underground Steroid Handbook or something like that. But it had like everything in it. It had some whey protein in it. It had ephedra in it. It had a caffeine in it. It was a really good product. Like everyone tried it and you're like, dude, like I feel alive. I feel awake. So that kind of went by the wayside when they did away with being able to put ephedra in products. And ephedra is, going to help you something. It was more of a bronchodilator. Very good at fat burning in combination with caffeine. But obviously, it's something that you can only buy at the pharmacy now over the counter as a respiratory aid. Let's put it to you that way. So breaking it down, main ingredient's always going to be caffeine in most of them. Even though they do sell pre-workouts that don't have caffeine, that don't have stims, the caffeine is the main one you're going to look for. A lot of science behind it. It's proven. It works. If you want a non-stim one, they do have non-stim versions of pre-workouts, but you kind of need that kick in the ass. Now, you don't need, like, I see people who are like, yeah, I need, I want it with this, and I want it with ephedra, and I want it with DMA, and I'm like, if you need that much friggin' shit to like get you going, you need to look at your sleep schedule and your actual motivation. All right. Because I understand I have hyperinsomnia. I have to take several things just to get a few hours of sleep at night. I understand what it's like to be tired. I work out in the afternoon, so I have a full work day, come home, do my thing with my dogs, feed them, take care of them, get ready, go to the gym, and then, still have to find the energy to push through some serious weight and, that get myself through it. So I like the caffeine. It helps me. Am I somewhat desensitized to caffeine? A little bit. It doesn't, doesn't like give me the jolts that it used to. But every now and then, like, I just go off, caffeine, or I won't take it on days that I'm not working out. So, it helps attenuate that. So quickly, let's get into, boom, my horrible editing skills. Let's bring Total War into it. Can you do this? Right, so obviously Batman, I identify more with Batman than I do Superman, because I'm human, and it takes a lot more to actually get out there and be mortal and do the shit than it does just being, the supernatural, immune to everything being, with the exception of kryptonite, of course. And I'm just short of the millions of dollars. I'm not a millionaire or billionaire, but I do have an H1, which is very close to the Bat tumbler, so kind of identify there. Anyway, so let's get into Total War. So here I have several bottles of Total War, actually, that, several flavors that I have. One of my favorites, the lime one, the pink lemonade. Lime one, pink lemonade. Of course, I have been fortunate in that I have never had to actually purchase a Total War yet. Not that I wouldn't purchase it, but I've always taken advantage of sales where if you buy $100 worth of stuff, they'd give you a free Total War. So I've always taken advantage of that. But it retails for $39.99. Would you ever pay that much for it? No. There's always going to be deals and coupons on it. I'll attach some coupons below in the comments. One should work. One always works. One should work. But basic ingredients, you're going to find these in almost all pre-workouts because they are the ones that are proven to kind of work. So you would expect that, companies that want to put out a serious pre-workout would have all those ingredients in there. So I'm going to kind of go through the ingredients and why they're effective and why you need them in there to make it the most productive thing. Because it's not just the caffeine. It's not just the, you use black coffee. Shut up. It's always guys that just shut up, dude. Like, no one asked you. like no one asked for your opinion. I appreciate your little black coffee. Back in the day, Arnold. Yeah, okay. You've never looked like Arnold. You don't look like Arnold. Why are you giving me your you don't know what you're talking about. Stop trying to give me your 2 cents. All right. So now that I've finished venting about these freaking gurus that come up and talk to you about supplements, let me tell you a few things about it. All right. So the first thing you're looking at, see, back in the day, a lot of the pump products they would sell you were full of L-arginine. L-arginine is the main one that's, nitric oxide release in the body. And with the NO release, you have vasodilation. So everything opens up. You have more blood flow. Problem is, you would take like this huge dose of L-arginine. I'm talking like 6 to 8 grams. And it just caused fucked up stomach distress for you. It would just mess you up. And then they found out that, the body, even though you're giving it L-arginine, doesn't absorb it very well. And so someone found, hey, you know what? Byproduct, because the body's this amazing thing. If you watch my protein thing, it makes other amino acids out of certain amino acids. It's like, hey, you know what? L-citrulline can be converted in the body into L-arginine, and it's much more bioavailable. So if you take L-citrulline, you get a much better efficacy out of it. So they put L-citrulline in it. It's got 6 grams. Now, L-citrulline is going to be that one that's going to go ahead and help you with the pumps. And that's the kind of spreading the muscle cell. You want to open it up, get the blood flow going in there, get all that gunk out of there while you're working out. And I mean, if you've worked out, you love that pump feeling. And I love that pump feeling. So that's one of the key things that's going to help with that. It has been shown to help with endurance. It's been shown to help with recovery. So all these things that, citrulline is responsible for, it's in that product. And it's going to be one of the main ones. Now, you want a 6-gram dose. That's usually what you're looking for, a 6-gram dose of L-citrulline malate. If it's just L-citrulline, you're looking for a 4-gram dose because L-citrulline malate and L-citrulline convert differently because it has that malate attached. But this has the 6-gram dose of L-citrulline. It also has beta-alanine. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with beta-alanine. Some days it affects me really badly, and some days it does not. It causes paresthesia, which is kind of like itching. You feel like this crackhead like thing. Some days I won't feel it at all, and some days I'm like, oh man, what the? And like my ears just. But what it is it's a buffer. It's kind of a lactic acid buffer. It acts as a buffer within the body, and it's been shown to especially help with exercise endurance capacity within 60 to 240 seconds. It's not going to help you run a marathon, but anything, which is going to be working workout sets, it's going to help you get those extra reps. And those are the growth reps. Those are the ones you're going for, reaching deep down inside. If you can do an extra few reps over the course of a workout, over the course of months, over the course of a year, you're looking at so much more workload being done. Now, you're looking for about a 3.2 gram dose. This has that 3.2 gram dose. You don't have to take the whole 3.2 grams pre-workout. Beta-alanine stays in the system, but this provides the entire 3.2 grams to you prior to the workout. And like I said, some days, I don't know if it's, if I've eaten, it doesn't affect me as bad, or, depending, I don't know. Some days I'm like, oh man, this is itching really bad. And some days it doesn't. I don't feel that. All right. So beta-alanine being an important one. It has agmatine sulfate, which is also a derivative of L-arginine, but it helps a lot more with nootropic concentration. It helps with Alzheimer's patients. Really good product. Sorry, I'm getting hiccups again. If you don't know me, I get hiccups. I've had hiccups for years. It's called irretractable hiccups. They just come for, I've had them for doctors are like, I have no idea what's wrong with you. There's no scientific research into hiccups. You're just screwed. But that's a whole other story. All right. It also has L-taurine. Now, L-taurine is in everything nowadays. It's a very cheap amino acid, so a lot of companies added to it. But L-taurine does help with some endurance factors, but most importantly, it helps with fighting muscle cramps, something we're all familiar with if you've been working out. So it's a good thing to have in there. It has a gram of it. It has caffeine anhydrous, which is just a straight caffeine, 250 milligrams. Good stuff. But then it also has dicaffeine malate, which is a time release version of caffeine. So it's going to hit you and then it's slowly going to release. And I guess you're looking at caffeine's half-life being about 4 to 6 hours. So it's going to hit you and it's going to, continue to drive through there. I usually take this around 6 o'clock. So it's, I get through my workout and I'm done, but it takes me through that entire workout. It's a great product there. So it's called Infinergy, but it's dicaffeine malate. It has a theobroma cacao, or I guess they call them cocoa phenols, which is, from dark chocolate, again, antioxidant. It also helps with vasodilation. So another good thing that's going to help you with that, opening up the blood vessels, getting that blood flow going, and making sure you're getting that pump. Because one of the key things about the pump is, and this is, a lot of bro science combined with real science, is that the muscle cells have a membrane that covers them that prevents a certain amount of growth, a fascia that covers them. If you've ever cut chicken, you've noticed that there's a very thick original skin when you're cutting like a breast of chicken. That fascia is around muscle. So by getting those extra pumps, you're stretching it out, allowing the growth of more muscle cells, more muscle fibers, and hopefully satellite muscle cells, which are brand new muscle cells. So an important thing to add in there with that. Has naringin, which is in there for bioavailability, help you absorb everything better, kind of like when you take stuff with grapefruit juice. And it has bioperin, which is black pepper extract, which also helps you absorb that stuff. So you've got all these things in there that are helping you absorb those products. So that's your basic Total War layout. Citrulline, beta-alanine in those amounts. You have to be careful because a lot of companies will sell you a pre-workout and they spend a lot of money on labeling, they spend a lot of money on advertising, and then it says proprietary blend. And then it'll say L-citrulline, beta-alanine, but it won't tell you the amounts. So, and that's called pixie dusting because it allows them to go ahead and say, hey, it's in there. I'm claiming it's in there because I could put it like a little cinch, like just a little bit of salt. Just a little bit, and I can claim it's in there. So you really want open labeling. I don't know why there's still proprietary blend companies out there nowadays. It's not the 90s. It's 2020. It should be full disclosure labels. They should tell you exactly how much of each ingredient is in there, which is one of the key things that you get it for. So again, 30 servings. This lasts me 7 weeks. I only use it 4 times a week. So it lasts me 7 weeks. This is an amount. And you can usually get them like out right now if you buy it with the Big Noise, which is another pump product. This one's really good too. You buy them together, you get 10% off, and then you can use a coupon code. So they come out to about $25 each. So you're looking at less than $1 per serving. Over 7 weeks, all right, you're looking at less than $1. $7.50, $7. So about $7 a week for the 7 weeks of using both of them. Big Noise, I'm going to go ahead and just really quickly review what it is in here. It's got glycerol monostearate, which is glycerol. Now, we started using that back in the day. I used to use that back in the day because it pulls water into the muscle cells and it makes you look really vascular. But if it's pulling water into the muscle cells, it's causing cell volumization, which is, again, increasing the amount of water in the cells, increasing the amount of ability of the cells to kind of get rid of any excess waste. You don't want waste sitting in the cells, so you're getting that volumizing effect. I don't use Big Noise on leg day, though. I've used the combination on leg day, and I get too much of a pump to where I can't work out. I have to stop working out, get rid of the pump so I can continue working out. So I skip Big Noise on leg days. I actually take it after my workout, and I'm going to tell you guys why, because it also has betaine anhydrous, which studies have shown increases muscle mass, decreases fat mass, helps with recovery. I mean, it's a great product, so I'm glad they added it in there. It's got beetroot extract, which again is another cell volumizer. Agmatine sulfate, so it's giving you an extra dose of that, and that's at nootropic. Agmatine has also been shown to help with Alzheimer's patients, protection of cells and nerves. So it's a good product to have in there. It has L-alpha GPC. It's the full thing is glycerphosphorylcholine, but alpha GPC, which is again a neurotropic, so it's giving you that intense. Like if you take these, you're focused, man. Like you're in the zone. It's got choline, which is again a neurotransmitter for the brain. Huperzine A, which is again another neurotransmitter for the brain. So you can actually take the Big Noise without the Total War if you're looking for one that's just going to give you that mental concentration. prior to the workout without the stims. So you can use Big Noise. I use them together 3 days out of the week. So, and then I use Big Noise even on days I don't work out because of the betaine. It helps with that recovery. It helps with fat loss. There's a lot of studies on betaine. I really like it. I like the fact that it's in there. It's 2.5 grams of it. So it is sold as the pump product, but on days I don't work out, I take it after I do cardio, help me with the recovery. And then I take it in the mornings. I do cardio in the morning, so it helps me have that mental focus throughout my work day as well. So that is Total War for you. Again, $39.99, but you'll never pay that price for it. It's well worth the price you're getting with it on discount. And there's ways to get discounts. Like I said, I'm going to have a discount code below. I'm going to have 2 discount codes below. Hopefully one isn't expired, but one will always work for 20% off. You can buy the stack together, get 10% off, and then stack a coupon on top of that. So you're going to get that savings as well. But again, pre-workout is like one of the main things that I can't see myself going without. I love the pump product. I love the recovery I feel from it. And it's one of the ones I mainly recommend, especially when you're dieting, when you're on a low carb type diet where you require that kind of energy because you kind of find yourself dragging. This is a lifesaver for you. And especially when you're low carbing it, because you don't really get the pumps you used to. But if you're using this product, you'll get those pumps. So if you've been low carb and you're like, man, I don't feel as big in the gym. You're not getting the pumps. You take these products, it'll bring those pumps back. You'll be feeling like you were when you're full of carbs. Completely night and day. But it's one of those things that helps out with that. And again, I like Total War. It comes in like 20 flavors, so you can't go wrong. They're always releasing little, like limited edition flavors and things like that. So I mean, there's plenty of flavors. The sour gummy is also really good. Strawberry, I think I have strawberry kiwi is also really good. Really good flavors. I have Demogorgon blood. It's a limited edition one. Haven't opened this one yet because they last me like 7 weeks, and I've taken advantage of the fact that the buy one get ones, and then I was lucky enough to win this one free in a giveaway they had. So this one is the one signed by Sean Roden. Yeah, it's not stopping me from using it. It's tiger's blood. It's kind of a weird fruity flavor, but it's not bad. If you've ever seen me take these, I only mix it with a little bit of water. I take them as a shot. I mix them together and take them as a shot. I don't like sipping on it. I don't like a lot of water in my stomach before I even hit the gym, to be honest with you. I don't like that bloated feeling. I don't want all that. I also drink an intra, which, I'll get into in another video. So I don't want that extra water when I'm showing up to the gym because, especially on leg day, I might throw it up, if I drink that much. So I just use a little bit of water, minimum, boom, take it down. All right, that's my video for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. That's pre-workouts in a nutshell. Again, if you're using a pre-workout and it checks out with all these ingredients in there and you're getting a good deal on it, I mean, stick with it. Stick with what works for you. But this is what has been working for me. And again, like I said, if you take advantage of sales and everything, you save a lot of money using this product. And that's what it comes down to. More money I have in my pocket, the more money I can spend on protein and other supplements, because the name of the game is to get as big as fucking possible. You only live on this earth once. Fuck average. If I die, I want to be buried in a big fucking box. That's it. I'm out, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day.